In this video I would like to show you how to script data, and that script include to our SSDT project to deploy not only the database changes but also include the data changes to the deployment. Okay, so what's our goal right now? So this is the AdventureWorks 2014, and we have some reference data, master data or dictionary data in one of the table. The table is contact type here. Okay, so as you can see, this is some dictionary rows that we would like to basically script and deploy every time when we're deploying to the new environment, no matter what. Okay, so to do that I will use my own application. This is my preferred method of scripting data. I will use my own application that I've written 2 years ago. Okay, so we have some rows here, 20 rows here, as you can see, and I would like to include this to the project. Okay, this is my Visual Studio 2019, and I have AdventureWorks 2014 imported previously. So as you can see, I have some schemas, tables, and etc. And I will focus on this person schema here and tables in here. So address type, contact type, and phone number types. I would like to basically script the data of these tables and include those scripts into this SSDT project. Okay, so let's do it. Firstly, we need to open the application. So this application is Data Script Writer. I will put the link to the application down below to this video. So it's obviously a free application and you can download it for yourself. So first step we need to do is connect to the target database, to the database that we would like to script data from. So in my case, it's a local SQL Server instance. I'm using the Windows authentication, and my database, my source database for those will be AdventureWorks 2014. Please bear in mind that it's the best approach is always script the data from production. Yeah, the production is our gold version of database. And now connect. If connect is fine and correct, we'll see a few columns here. So the first column is schema name, second one is table name, method, I will describe it in a minute, and number of rows per tables. Okay, and obviously the application is quite smart here, pretty smart here, and you can you have options like sorting by any columns, and even you can group by selected columns. Like in this case I will group the list by the schema name, which is very useful. And because I'm interested in scripting the tables from the person, I'm going to expand this node. So also the application allows me to filter by any column, so I can also use the pattern like this. As you can see, now I have all the table names in person schema, but with including the name with the type word in name. Okay, so I'm interested to script all those 3 tables. And what about the method? So the method is basically the way how we want to script these tables, this data. So there are 4 methods that we can choose. So this method will be inserting data only when the target table is empty, completely empty. So that action can be done only once. Okay. Another one is the full merge statement, which means we'll be updating, inserting, or deleting the existing rows. Merge without delete is similar, but without delete statement. And merge new only means we'll be inserting data with using the merge statement, but without any delete or update statement. So in reality it will be only insert for new rows. Okay, so depends on your scenario or depends on your table. You might choose one of these methods per table. Okay, I'm leaving the default value, which is full merge, and I will generate the script right now. So the next step is click this button, generate script. Okay, and this is very quick action, and as you can see here, 3 tables were scripted right now, and all those scripts are written into the folder of the application. In my case is this folder. As you can see, all the scripts has been created, and I'm going to copy those scripts to my SSDT project right now. So, but before I will do it, I want to change something and create new schema. Let's back to our Visual Studio. As you can see here, I have some tables here, but I'm interested in create new schema for those stored procedures, because as you can see here, if I open one of the scripts, as you can see here, the scripts create the stored procedure for me. So basically all those scripts has DBO as a schema, but I would like to change it into the different and completely separate schema to have more control of who can execute that stored procedures, because I would like to execute those stored procedures only during the development action. Okay, so I'm going to change these stored procedures into the data and put those stored procedures into the data schema. And let me do that for the others. Okay, fine. Now we are ready to copy those scripts. Okay, so I'm going to create in my SSDT project new schema. So I need to add the new scripts from security area. It will be schema, as you can guess, data schema, and when I click add, it will create the simple statement create schema data for me. Okay, so now I have this data script in security folder. That means the database has new schema in it. So let's create a new folder as well, which basically represents that schema, and copy all those 3 stored procedures to it. Paste, and now we should have all those 3 scripts stored procedures in here. Okay, so we have 3 stored procedures. Okay, so all the stored procedures are in data schema. So okay, we have stored procedures, but how to basically populate and run these stored procedures when we deploying our database? The answer is pretty simple. We need to use and leverage post deployment script, which is basically attaching at the end of changes script when we want to deploy the changes from this project to the target database. So let's create the new post deployment script right now. So I prepared the deployment folder for that kind of scripts, and I'm going to create new script, and this time it will be post deployment script. Okay, so I have post deployment script, and basically this post deployment script will be attach at the end of my changes script every time when I deploy or prepare the changes script. Fine. So now I need to basically execute all those store procedures. But before I will do it, I would prefer to create another store procedure. Will be the only one which execute all the others. Okay, so for that reason I will create new store procedures. I call it populate all, and I need to just change the schema. There will be no parameters here, there will be no select. The only thing will be execute these store procedures. Okay, save. And now I would like to execute this store procedure in my post deployment script. Okay, let's build our project to make sure that everything is fine. And rebuild succeed. Okay, so that's good. So now our target database will be AdventureWorks copy, and I have prepared publish file for it. As you can see, database name will be my 2014 copy. And when I generate the script, we'll see what happened. So I'm generating the script because I would like to see what kind of action will be generated and how the differential script looks like. So I can see, as you can see, the standard some parameters and etc. And basically we are creating SQL package creates for us the new store procedure, because this is the new store procedure, and basically we would like to see what kind of changes are prepared for us. There's actions, yeah. So four store procedure will be created, and at the end of this we should be able to see our post deployment script. So the action for the script will be create the 4 store procedures and then execute the post deployment script, which basically execute populate all store procedure. So that's basically give us the population of all our requirement tables. Okay, so let's check that and run this script right now. Okay, all fine because everything has been executed, and we should be able to see some data and also store procedures in target database. Let's check this now. As you can see, we have our store procedures here, and let's check the data in one of these tables. One of these tables was contact type. Let's check if we have the data in there. Yeah, great. So as you can see, we have our 20 rows in this table, and this is basically our newly deployment database. Great. So what happened if we create or prepare this deployment again? So let's try to generate the script again. And basically this time, because we didn't change anything, the script should be pretty empty. So obviously including the post-deployment script, which means we populate all the tables again. But using the merge statement, we are pretty safe and merge the changes if they happened. Yeah, and also the benefit of using this approach is if you change anything in one of these stored procedure, the stored procedure will be regenerate, which means alter procedure, and this alter will be included in your deployment script. And after that, the post-deployment script execute all the stored procedures with new version. You have all the benefits from using that approach, because all the data scripted are kept in stored procedures, and all those objects are built and validated by SSDT, by Visual Studio, and you are safe and sure that until nothing bad happened to the script, all the scripts is validated and ready to go and ready to run. So also your differential script will not be going to be too long, because only the changes will be included in this script. So this is the opposite approach to the cases when you would like to include all your data every time in your post-deployment script, no matter what has been changed. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. If we regenerate the script again, as you can see, the script is very simple, very straightforward, and very short, as we basically expected. And what is even more important is very easy to review that script before it will go to production environment. So that's it. Let's summarize what we've done today. So basically using the application data script writer, which is free application you can download for yourself, and script all your data that you need. We generate the scripts with stored procedure. We put those stored procedures to the newly created data schema, and we've created a post-deployment script which execute that stored procedure, and yeah, the new stored procedure that we added manually, and that populate all stored procedure, runs all the stored procedure with specifically populating the particular table. Okay, so we have 4 new stored procedure, 1 post-deployment script, and 1 script for data schema. If you have any questions, let me know. All the useful links will be attached to the description of this video.